10:44, Phillip Street, heading towards Oyster Bay. This is where the daily vlog left off last night, so this is where it'll take off again tonight. I'm going to jump back on Phillip Street and cruise down the centre because it's a very, very quiet road, especially at 10:45 in the PM. What is today? Wednesday night, so this is definitely a very quiet time to be walking right down the centre of the street. Now, what we've just passed there is the infant school, Oyster Bay Infant School. You used to be able to just walk straight through that. Like from here, so I was telling you the other night that this is the quieter way to get down to Oyster Bay. Oyster Bay Road, Georges River Road is across, sort of parallel to where we are now, but in between is the school, the infant school. We used to skate in there all the time, and now you can't even walk in there. It's all locked up, it's all gated up. Yeah, and you used to be able to cut through that to get to the street, like just walk through the school oval and you're on the street. Now you can't do any of that. The times have changed. Now, coming up on the right at the end of this street is the Oyster Bay Primary School. Also completely locked off. You cannot access it at all. We used to skateboard in there all the time. In fact, I've got a story about skateboarding in this school and shooting photos. This is obviously way before digital, so everything that we photographed was a film, and so you would be very, very careful not to waste the film because you got to pay for it. And when you're when you're working at the Shell Oyster Bay and Bert Higgs is paying you $4.50 an hour, you can't really be wasting your film. So what we used to do was just shoot very, very sparsely. Like, you would just practice a trick, get it dialed. Okay, I'm gonna do it now, so get a photo. And your mate would get down with the camera and get a photo. Now, we were skating in the school here, and oddly enough, Les from a few nights ago, the shop owner, the son of the guy who owned the shop, Les, and another guy, two other guys were skating in this school. And I'm going to come up to the gate because we're here now. Of course, we can't go in, but this used to be able to just be, here you go, Oyster Bay Public School. You could just literally walk straight through the guts of this. It's all locked up, obviously. Trespassers will be prosecuted. Does that go back in time? Because I should be prosecuted for so many times being in there. So I'll just walk along the gate line. There used to be a bench there, and we were sessioning the bench. And what happened was, me and my mates, we were riding. We were the younger guys. Les and his crew were a bit older. They rocked up, started heckling, like taunting, mainly me actually. I copped a lot of, I was a really thin, skinny, yeah, I just copped a lot of shit when I was a kid. And I copped shit that day to the point where Les, or the other person, there were three people, I can't remember the third person, grabbed my camera and just started taking photos, like just taking, like trying to fill the roll of film up. One of the photos that they got is this one here. That's Les riding off in the back there. I know who it was that took the photo, it was Tope. And that's Matt Cattanach, an old friend. Yeah, used to be a friend anyway, no longer mates with this guy. Yeah, that's one of the photos that came from that, where they just grabbed my camera and just held the button down and just rattled off film. And right there on that bench,